Considering the time of year that we're in, how awesome it is to be in a championship season. The NBA finals just finished. We're going through Olympic trials right now for different nations as we're preparing for the Olympic Games later on this season. A lot of spring sports have just concluded, right? And with championships comes a lot of stress. And as we look at that stress, we know that that stress can lead to different challenges for the athlete, from stress, anxiety, and burnout, right? But knowing how to handle those situations differentiates elite performers from just good athletes, right? And those hard situations are what make people mentally resilient, and being able to handle those situations makes us mentally resilient. So for us to handle those situations better, it's crucial that we have the right set of tools. Today, we're going to look at what kind of tools will lead you to more successes and more peak performances. Hi, I'm Dr. J, and welcome to 5-Minute Fridays. I have a background of a master's in human performance/applied sports science and a doctorate in sport and performance psychology. Stress is a double-edged sword in sports, right? And on one hand, it can motivate and it can sharpen an athlete's focus. And on the other hand, excessive stress can lead to anxiety, burnout, and physical health issues. So understanding how to manage stress is going to be essential for any athlete looking to perform their best. As we're thinking about the dual nature of stress in sports, moderate levels of stress can actually enhance motivation and arousal and help athletes stay alert and ready. And optimal stress levels can be a powerful driver for peak performance. However, when stress levels get too high, it can lead to negative outcomes, right? Anxiety can impair concentration and decision making. Chronic stress can cause burnout, and excessive stress can even lead to injuries and illnesses. This is where sports psychology comes in to harness the positive aspects of stress while mitigating its negative effects. One effective approach to managing stress in sports is cognitive behavioral interventions, or CBIs. These interventions help athletes change negative thought patterns and behaviors through various techniques. These techniques is cognitive restructuring. This is where an athlete takes a negative thought and replaces it with a positive, realistic thought, right? So this could be going from "I always fail under pressure" to "I have succeeded before and I will succeed again." Another approach would be relaxation techniques. This would be like deep breathing or progressive muscle relaxation. And we'll get into mindfulness and meditation actually in the next section. And then also within this cognitive behavioral intervention wheelhouse is going to be positive self-talk. So encouraging yourself with positive affirmations can help to counteract these negative thoughts and also boost your self-esteem and confidence. As you further your practice of sports psychology with yourself, right? For example, athletes who might use visualization or relaxation exercises before competitions to manage their stress, and they might also use it to analyze their performance post-competition to identify stress triggers and also what things were effective for helping them cope with the stress of competition. Our next method is going to be biofeedback and neurofeedback, right? These are different types of technologies that provide the athlete with real-time data to be able to manage physiological and neurological states, helping them manage stress and enhance their performance. So with biofeedback, think about things that involve the body, right? Typically, it's going to be heart rate, skin conductivity, right? Muscle tension, and athletes use different relaxation techniques to help manage this stress and improve overall performance, right? So an example of this would be heart rate variability and being able to control that for the right or the optimal arousal within that situation for an athlete to perform well. So this neurofeedback is actually athletes learning how to alter their brainwaves to get a desired mental state for performance, to either increase their relaxation or to increase their focused attention. As we think about those areas that neurofeedback and biofeedback effect, we can see how these would be useful for an athlete to be able to change their physiological or their mental state to be able to perform better, knowing how stress affects us. So last but not least, we're going to talk about mindfulness and meditation. All right. These are powerful tools for helping us manage sport performance stress, right? Mindfulness, we're thinking about becoming more present in our body, right? So this would be techniques like mindful breathing, doing body scans, and even mindful movement to help an athlete stay more present and be aware, reducing their distractions while also promoting relaxation, right? And athletes can use this mindfulness before, during, and after competitions to manage stress and enhance their performance. So yes, meditation can be that zen that we think of, but also meditation can be useful to help us get more focused. Practicing your focused attention, open monitoring, which would be just checking in with your body, right? And even loving kindness meditation can train your mind for better concentration, emotional regulation, and stress management. And when our emotions and stress are being able to be handled or coped with in an effective manner, we're able to handle harder situations situations better. So this visualization meditation in particular will help athletes mentally rehearse successful performance scenarios, building confidence and reducing anxiety. So if you're practicing a situation that you know could be a potential stress trigger, those reps matter in getting you better at handling those situations. A basketball player using mindful breathing before their free throws, right? How many times do you see an athlete catch that ball from the ref, take a deep breath in, a breath out, and then get set to take that shot? This can help improve their focus and their calmness. Or you think about runners using daily meditation to improve their endurance, right? And mental resilience, because when you get to a certain point, to improve in sports like running, you have to challenge what you're capable of on a regular basis for you to be effective with that. These practices significantly lower stress levels and help improve performance. So as we look at this championship season, this Olympic season, right, we know that stress is a big part of it, but if we have the right tools to handle stress, we can overcome many hard situations and we can be successful repeatedly to have peak performances in order to advance and to achieve our big goals and our dreams that we have, right? So not only does this affect us in sports, but also in life, work, business, family, you name it, right? And learning how to handle stress will only make us better in the long run and make us much more resilient. Once again, I'm Dr. J, and thank you for joining me for this episode of 5 Minute Friday. And as always, be refined by the grind.